Manipur reports biggest ever daily surge of 600 new COVID-19 confirmed cases out of 3,421 test results and 2 deaths in 24 hours. Death toll climbs to 449. State COVID Admission Committee to handle admission of COVID-19 positive cases in Imphal East and Imphal West district. UNICEF delivers 60 oxygen concentrators to Manipur through Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Chief Minister N. Biren inspects COVID treatment centers at Sajiwa and Kanchipur and COVID care center at Lamboy, Kongnangpong. India reports single-day spike of above 4,14,000 new COVID-19 cases and 3,915 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 81.95%. And ex-Minister Okram Henry says Wangkayamle Yumkham Irabot should resign on moral ground after yesterday's interim order issued by Supreme Court of India. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Joyshree Usham. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Manipur reported 600 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 3,421 test results received today. Newly infected persons are 576 from the general population and 24 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. All the necessary medical precautionary measures like containment and contact tracing are in place. As per State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur has reached 34,333, out of which 3,506 are active cases. 2 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 449. The deceased persons are one is from Imphal East and Kakching district. On a positive note, 83 people were discharged in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 30,378. State's recovery rate stands at 88.48%. Office of the State COVID-19 Hospital Admission Committee informed that the State COVID Admission Committee will be overall responsible for management of admissions of COVID-19 positive cases in Imphal East and Imphal West district. The District COVID Admission Committee of the 2 districts will operate under the committee. District surveillance officers and district nodal officers of the 2 districts under the supervision of Chief Medical Officer will screen new COVID-19 positive cases of the districts each day and decide which cases require home isolation and hospitalization. The aircraft carrying 60 oxygen concentrators sent by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, landed in Imphal International Airport today. The oxygen concentrators were airlifted from New Delhi in Indian Air Force IAF AN-32 transport aircraft. The oxygen concentrators were donated by UNICEF through the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare to help tackle oxygen crisis in the wake of second wave of COVID-19 pandemic in the state. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren has expressed immense gratitude to the ministry and UNICEF for the invaluable assistance. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren today inspected various COVID care sites in the wake of escalating number of COVID-19 active cases. In Biren, accompanied by Deputy Speaker Kongkham Robindro, Advisor to Chief Minister Health Dr. Sapam Ranjan, Principal Secretary Health V. Vumlun Mang and Imphal West DC T.H. Kiran Kumar inspected the 600-bedded COVID care center being set up at Manipur Trade and Expo Center in Lamboy Khongnangkhong. He instructed the authorities concerned to expedite the work to operate the center from tomorrow evening. Biren also discussed matters regarding cleanliness, proper disposal of waste generated at the center and duty roster of the health workers to be employed at the center, among others. The Chief Minister appeals to the doctors present at the center to render their services with dedication and commitment. From the COVID care center at Lamboy Khongnangkhong, the Chief Ministerial team headed for Babina Specialty Hospital at Jail Road, Sajiva in Imphal East District and had a look over the arrangement made at the hospital for treatment of COVID patients. The hospital has managed to provide around 30 isolation beds and 5 ICU beds for treating COVID patients from tomorrow. Biren also inspected the infrastructure and facilities available at the newly constructed Island Hospital located at Kanchipur. The hospital will also be used for treatment of COVID patients starting this Monday. The contract agreement signed between State Health Department and Dr. K. Rajo in November last year to engage him as Director of Medical and Health Services Manipur on contractual basis has been cancelled as per Manipur Governor's order. Deputy Secretary of Health and Family Welfare has issued an order to this effect in the name of Manipur Governor. The move came in response to a writ petition challenging the contract agreement filed by one Dr. P. Shyamsundar to the High Court of Manipur. Subsequently, single bench of the High Court had quashed the contract agreement. However, the state government challenging the order filed a review petition in the beginning of this year. Coronavirus vaccine is reportedly out of stock in Kaching district. Speaking to media, head of Community Health Center Management Committee, Wangu T.H. Dhamin said that over 1,000 people have been already administered Covishield vaccine, but now the center has stopped vaccination for the past couple of days owing to vaccine shortage. He maintained that there are around 20,000 eligible beneficiaries in the area. T.H. Dhamin appeals to the government to supply adequate COVID-19 vaccine for the district without further delay.
Population listing kun lai basida sama kaba gadi kaya sanga dubun sahi kaya sanga dubun raju to koi tambang amdre aduna yari mo kai government na taxi lem hori basing che kapi roi dribra han kapi bam koi na kapre kapi roi debora ga na madu government na tu mo tamda hori basing kaparoi aduna ai ko badara mas kopi rakta gadi kudong sa dabo me amsi tok tan na mag dum to government na mari laima authority da ida lai biragade matik sana bibiraga kam na government na mari laina sing na ida parang kana pibira na bahay na ngasi appeal kabdel.
Police continue crackdown on curfew violators in various places under the jurisdiction of Porompat Police Station in Imphal East District today. The team led by Porompat OC M. Binod detained people who flouted curfew restrictions and issued them fines. Police personnel used loudspeakers and instructed those people in COVID-19 affected areas to remain inside their houses. Speaking to media, Porompat OC Binod appeals to the public to abide by the guidelines issued by the government to curb the spread of COVID-19. He warned that police will continue detaining curfew violators. Imphal Municipal Corporation IMC has started sanitization drive in all its 27 wards. Speaking to Impact News, Chairperson of Public Health and Sanitization Committee, Hijam Nutan Chandra said IMC is donating triple-layer face masks, sanitizers to quarantine centers, ward corporators, media persons and police personnel. He added that IMC carried out sanitization drive at wards number 13 and 20 and every 2 wards will be sanitized per day, covering all the 27 wards by May 19.
Later Kulak Suna, Katamin Jonesing, Changna Honavada, Matam Changanina, Tangai Padava, Kagi Rutavola, Madu Jones, Sangadorina, Donaikuna, no the war and any luxury Haraga, no number Kenda Washuna Katon Honazari, Miam support of you, Miam take the Kaidana, SOP protocol, Levu, Tumatamda, Kana, Hang Bidiva, Quarantine Centers in the Zoo, Municipal Corporation, Tapagi, Payanga Marks, Senators, Hoyton, Hochim Sazari, Baza Miam, COVID-19, who sit in the Haragadi, Punamak in the Minna of the Gawa, Puno Gantaminava. I couldn't see lockdown to them and talk to Haraga, Lana Lomba, Loviganova. I quite shine she, a quite set of Haragadi, Takana Protocol, me Yamaga, Talan Labor, Marks Upa, Poya Satana, Poisha, Hasino Labor, which is in the Gawa, Isha works together with them Yore, Polisna, Doctorna, Takana, Miang, Mating Pamkata never.
Hijam Newton Chandra also expressed disappointment over the vandalizing of IMC Jamanda's vehicle over the recent misidentified burial of a COVID-19 patient of Jenims. The IMC chairperson appeals to the public to handle things in a proper manner amid the tough times of COVID-19 pandemic.
We were showing the Bangam Land Matamni, Tower, Gumani, on behalf of Honorable Mayu Saloki, Solicing Makada, Sanction Zaliba, Young Mating, Honazari, Municipal Corporation, we are here for Pazagina, Mating Pangzarina, Yamakai, Kaliba Sobi Argosu, Amana Sobetina, Vayati, not Tona Halaga, Municipal Corporation Gida, Uxibi, Haga, Sakabun, Uxibi, Haga, Komian Uxibi, I took a quite of Vasimasin, no idea to we know who comes again, or never Simisagimi, Tinsin, Municipal Corporation stops sing, Yaga Sapatan, I appeal Viva. Police is now in Municipal Tigini Haragati, Tadopu.
Manipur Students Federation MSF General Secretary H. Roshan has claimed that there are not enough oxygen cylinders at Bishnupur District Hospital and Bishnupur COVID Care Center. He was speaking on the sidelines of an inspection visit at Bishnupur District Hospital and Manipur Oxygen Plant Bishnupur today. Roshan said Bishnupur District Hospital has only 11 D-type cylinders and 21 B-type cylinders. He appeals to the relevant authorities to take stock of the situation at the earliest.
O2 haina khangnariba khoi B-type cylinder asi 21 layami, D-type cylinder sina 11 layami. Cylinder asi D-type ta 11, B-type ta 21 asina di COVID care amadi hospital gi run to bang maktabanina miyoi ba khunai asi punna lumina gidra haibagi chingna basi MSN faujai hairiba awat pasi government na athuba matamda mieng changbiduna watliba cylinder sing D-type B-type sing gi awat pasing PPO COVID center COVID care center so pagi mai mut khima matamda generator gi awatpa leibna maram oraga yamna khudung thiningai oiba mawongda COVID center asi leiri haina phungdokcharai.
12 oxygen cylinder of 65 kg each have reached a 50-bedded hospital at Zirbam's Ningshinkul. The oxygen cylinders were imported from Assam under the initiative of Zirbam DC W. Malimnganba Chenglei. He assured that district administration Zirbam is trying its best to tackle COVID-19 pandemic in the district. People's Task Force for COVID-19 continue raising awareness on COVID-19 SOPs, COVID-appropriate behaviors, and COVID vaccination. Members of the task force carried out awareness drives at RD Wing Lamphel, Primary Health Center Kumbong, and Health and Wellness Center Payeng today. They came across that some people who came to get COVID vaccine shots are not adhering to SOPs. Former Nauria Pakhanglakpa MLA R.K. Anand has appealed to the government to take extra measures in the health sector in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. He was speaking at the COVID-19 testing camp set up at Ibudho Soraren Laibung Community Hall in Larenjam under his initiative today. Members of local clubs, organizations and COVID-19 task force at Larenjam jointly organized the camp. R.K. Anand appealed to speed up COVID vaccination in the state. India has reported the highest ever single-day spike of 4,14,188 new COVID-19 confirmed cases in the past 24 hours. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID tally has reached 2,14,91,598, and there are 36,45,164 active cases. Death toll stands at 2,34,083, while with the addition of 3,915 new new COVID-19 fatalities. On a positive note, 331,507 people were discharged in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,76,12,351. India's recovery rate stands at 81.95%. Maharashtra has the highest active cases of above 6,41,000 in the country. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 15,68,05,000 people. Above 32,72,000 people have died, and recoveries are nearly 13,41,99,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 66,69,000 in the world, followed by India and Brazil. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on ex-Wankhai MLA Okram Henry telling Yumkham Irabut to resign on moral ground. Keep watching Impact News.
You are watching Impact TV. Engaging, empowering, and impacting lives.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Ex-Wankhai MLA Okram Henry today categorically stated that Yumkham Irabut should voluntarily resign from his post on moral grounds. Okram Henry's remarks came in the wake of yesterday's interim order issued by the Supreme Court of India, depriving Wankhai MLA Yumkham Irabut of certain provisions as a member of Manipur Legislative Assembly. In a telephonic conversation with Impact News today, ex-Mahud Minister Okram Henry said why Irabut took oath as Wankhai MLA following court's order, hence he should obey further court's directions. Okram Henry said he will continue to work for the welfare of people of Wankhai Assembly constituency, whether he is an MLA, minister or not. It may be recalled that Yumkham Irabut, sworn in as member of Manipur Legislative Assembly, and became Wankhai MLA on April 21st, following a judgment of the High Court of Manipur in response to his election petition, declaring Okram Henry's victory in 2017 election as null and void. Dissatisfied with the verdict, Okram Henry had filed a writ petition to the Supreme Court. Yesterday's interim order passed by the Apex Court bench, consisting of Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, Justice Indira Banerjee and Justice K.M. Joseph, in a virtual session ordered that Yumkham Irabut shall be entitled to represent electorate in the House and participate in the debates. However, the Wankhai MLA shall not be entitled to cast any vote on the floor of the House or any committee of the House, nor entitled to draw any monetary benefits in respect of the House of the member of the Assembly. Impact News got in touch with Yumkham Irabut today, but he refused to give any comment, yet by stating that he will be issuing a statement regarding the matter at the earliest.
High Court kido koina mana hai do pen da bagi Supreme Court appeal da woni dana Supreme Court na aigi appeal do honor to bi bagi yam sing na ga di ngarang justice so hai bani sigum masidi India history da thok 3 you know the akoi gi tumnagi elected member amaga swaina court case ta karaga koi MLA oigada wo mi se khenai ba ko magi kaita parent ama leiri ba appeal per 30 days ama lei ba adogi appeal per to 30 days sungai ngai da bija direct was a can maneva. Hoi, a gazette pomaga, Sigum was the history the hand many toys and an Supreme Court to high do I. The Supreme Court high is a mother of the Haga 27 that is post or a neighbor high Supreme Court Ryan Swala, Pabumi Bosu, Corner Yabagi, or Erosi, Corner Potabi or the Potaba Tabi, quietly in the deputy. I Nasigi or the Yabaneva. I has resigned to Rabanema Tamuza. Resigned to Raga, election to Jarage, Hibane, the Pabum Bosila. I somehow Hoi, borders ID Kari, but in a Kaga, Dadum Kanjabatabane. The Sigi Tam Zima, Sahima, the minister in the Pazanatu Rambaya Baneva. Mana case option, but the Botu Halandra ministers to all it. Adagi Manja was a one Kendra, Manja, but to near Hibetune. Hoi, I gave you a million with the Zoom minister or the Zoo. From Topo Sebaburi, Dum Tokini, Pataru Teredamu, I minister or Zaraga Kendra Sigi, Hena Sevato Bungam Gadobodo. Handicap or Helidana. Other than Sigumba City, Ma saying we get the moral ground that 27 I the must have resigned on company.
Republican Party of India Ambedkar Manipur State Committee has condoled the demise of Manipur Democratic People's Front MDPF founder cum President and PWD former Chief Engineer Dr. Jiton Sana, who passed away on May 3. Student bodies AMSU, MSF, Desam, KSA, Suk and AIMS will start inspecting treatment of non-COVID patients at hospitals across the state. Press release from the student bodies assured to extend necessary help in battling the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic. Relief items have been distributed to families residing in COVID containment zone of Losang Khong Makhalekai in Lamlai Assembly constituency. The essential items were donated by BJP Manipur State Council member and chairman of COVID second wave fighting task force Lamlai Mandal, Khongban Tabam Ibomcha. Speaking on the sidelines, KH Ibomcha appeals to follow COVID appropriate behaviors and to get vaccinated against COVID-19 at the earliest. Intending candidate of Katrigao Assembly constituency Ipu Lamyanba has distributed relief items to residents of containment zones in the constituency. Residents may also seek help by calling the polling committee's contact number 961-235-7991 or 878-776-6277 or 883-727-6996. Food items, hand sanitizers and face masks were also distributed to residents of COVID containment zones in Waiton, Mamanglekai, Mayailekai and Awanglekai of Khunrakpam Assembly constituency. Khunrakpam Assembly constituency social worker and chairman of Arambai Agri and Allied Private Limited, Ilangbam Sobit donated the items through Youth Development Council and Local Development Association of the constituency. Apunba Loop Ningthaukhong distributed relief items to residents in COVID containment zone in Ningthaukhong area today. Local COVID committee Lamlai has banned financial activities like lottery, loaning and debt collection by moneylenders in Lamlai areas of Imphal East district in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking on the sidelines, committee convener El Jayanta said that the restriction was imposed considering the economic restraints due to the prevailing COVID-19 situation. He appeals to the public not to violate the ban imposed by the committee. Members of AMSU, MSF, Desam, KSA, Suk and AIMS seized 300 bags of tobacco products worth around 1 crore rupees from a godown in Khabam today. The seized items were set ablaze on the spot. Members of the 6 student bodies carried out the drive at around 2 p.m. Speaking on the sidelines, AIMS President S. Premchan expressed discontentment that tobacco products are being widely sold in the state despite the ban. He urged the authorities concerned to look into the matter at the earliest. The AIMS President also called upon the public to strive together to curb drug abuse and trafficking in the state. He warns that the student bodies will continue to carry out anti-drug drives.
Mahiroi luk taruk na mamang dagi horoga koina sigumba ni sagi polam sing haibidi jalda khaini talab miyambu maru phangna mutpa yaba adumani sagi polam sing mamang dagi koina thingduna lakli amadi koina masing pot sing si asi yonbidana ba koina yam kanna mamang dagi press release thadokna koigi tongan tongan activity kya tawdana tawjagre adu ngasi se mantri pukhi koi godown amadagi yamlaba talab amadi khaini gi polam sing phagatki Hagatkiba polam sing adu mafam adumukta kuna mai thaduna mangan ki mafam adumukta isagi polam sing gi drive sing asi koi lepo leitana koi sanction gi gani amadi sidai da koi miyam na su koi da support tawbiu.
IMOL Students Union Manipur has warned against illegal poppy cultivation in the areas inhabited by IMOL community of Technopol district. The union today inspected the areas cleared by some individuals of other communities allegedly for carrying out illicit poppy cultivation. Speaking on the sidelines, President of the union S. Kup Minthang claimed that the IMOL community is never involved in illicit poppy cultivation till date. He alleged that some unidentified people of other communities carried out mass deforestation in the areas inhabited by Aimol community for carrying out illicit poppy plantation. He urged the authorities concerned to look into the matter at the earliest. All Manipur Students Union has shut down Saramba Pundre High School in Wangjing 10th Assembly constituency, considering the poor quality construction of the school. AMSU members has inspected the ongoing construction of the school as a part of its campaign for total education. They came across poor quality construction of the boys and girls hostels and staff quarters, asserting that the state is vulnerable to earthquakes. He expressed discontentment that the school headmaster was unaware of the proper schemes for construction. The union gave stern instructions to the concerned contractor and SO overseeing the construction and officials of the relevant departments to approach the union within 5 days to clarify itself. Proscribed Kangleipa Communist Party KCP has released its biannual journal titled Lantheng Minasi Aikoi. Press release from the party mentioned that the journal includes various editorials titled Wakalon Amakakta Oiba, Ideological Unity, Punsin Bagi Mathautaba Machak Ama, and MLM Kangminashi, Marxism, Leninism, Maoism. Members of Cultural Workers and Activities Forum Manipur has condoled the untimely demise of CWAF founder, executive member and advisory committee member, theatre director Chingtham Banikanta. Moilang Salai Yaikai Pung has appealed to release the 2 persons who were arrested in connection with posting of a video on social media about uprooting of the Salai Turret flag hoisted at Mount Kaubru Shrine by some miscreants. India Meteorological Department Regional Meteorological Center Guwahati forecasts a medium to heavy rainfall in various places of both hills and valley regions of the state in the coming couple of days. Widespread rain is expected at Zirbam, Churachandpur and Frizol district on May 7, while many places of Tamenglong, Senapati, None and Chandel district and few places of Imphal West, Imphal East, Ukhrul, Bishnupur, Thoubal and Tenopal district and few isolated places of Kamjong district will also receive on the same day. While on May 8, widespread rainfall is forecast for Zirbam, Churachandpur and Frizol district and many places of Tamenglong district, Senapati, None, Tenopal and Chandel district, few places of Imphal West, Imphal East, Ukhrul, Bishnupur and Thoubal district and some isolated places of Kangpokpi district on May 9. Zirbam, Churachandpur and Frizol district will receive widespread rainfall. Many places of Tamenglong, Senapati, None and Chandel district will receive rain on this day and few places in Kangpokpi, Imphal East, Imphal West, Ukhrul, Bishnupur, Thoubal and Tengnopal district and in some isolated places of Kakching district. As per ICAR Agrometeorological Unit Lamphel-Pat, average rainfall in the past 24 hours in the state is 1.8 mm. Now the sports news. Australia's Ashley Barty and Arina Sabalenka of Belarus will face off in the final of the Mutua Madrid Women's Open Tennis Tournament. Many renowned tennis players from across the world competed in the women's singles of the tournament held at the outdoor clay court of Madrid Arena in Spain. In today's first semi-final match, top seed Ashley Barty thrashed Spain's Bardoza Gilbert 6-4, 6-3 and in the second semi-final match, Arina Sabalenka defeated Russia's Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova 6-2, 6-3 to enter the finals. A final match of the tournament will take place tomorrow. All Manipur Football Association has instructed all the players and officials of various units and clubs under AMFA to get vaccinated against COVID-19. Press release from AMFA informed players and officials to possess vaccination certificates to participate in any tournaments or league matches organized by AMFA and its affiliated units, else warned of ban from participation. Members of Apunba Manipur Huyen Lalong Loop have condoled the untimely demise of former Sintak Puriel of Huyen Lalong Thangta Moirangthem Baba Sana, who breathed his last at his residence in Moirang Hanubalairak of Patsoy Assembly constituency on May 5. All are set for the quarter-final matches of Madrid's men's Open tennis tournament. In today's third round of men's singles, played at the outdoor clay court of Spain's Madrid arena, Spanish tennis player Rafael Nadal defeated Australia's Poppy Rain 6-3, 6-3. Germany's A. Zverev defeated United Kingdom's D. Evans 6-3, 7-6, 7-3. Austria's D. Thiem defeated Australia's A. D. Minor 7-6, 9-7, 6-4. UK's J. Isner defeated Russia's A. Rublev 7-6, 7-4, 3-6, 7-6, 7-4. Kazakhstan's A. Bublik defeated Russia's A. Karatsev 6-4, 6-3, and Norway's C. Ruud beat S. Tsipas of Greece 7-6, 7-4, 6-4 to enter the quarter-final matches of the tennis tournament, which will take place tomorrow. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur reports biggest ever daily surge of 600 new COVID-19 confirmed cases out of 3,421 test results and 2 deaths in 24 hours. Death toll climbs to 449. State COVID Admission Committee all set to handle admission of COVID-19 positive cases in Imphal East and Imphal West district. UNICEF delivers 60 oxygen concentrators to Manipur through Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Chief Minister N. Biren inspects COVID treatment centers at Sajiwa and Kanchipur and COVID care center at Lamboy Khungnangpong. India reports single-day spike of above 4,14,000 new COVID-19 cases and 3,915 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate drops to 81.95%. And ex-Minister Okram Henry says Wangkayemle Yumkham Irabat should resign on moral ground after yesterday's interim order issued by Supreme Court of India. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.